So, hello everyone. So, how many of you solved first question? No. Okay, anybody want to take first question, or we can start from second question? Riya, Sanika, Sujay, yes, Srinika, Srinika Singh, go with second. Others,
Take second one.
okay. So let's start with the second one. It's Frederick's. Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, so the second question is there were 10 lottery tickets with number AI. Each number was distinct. Che bought the first ticket, that is A1, and he is now wondering whether he won the lottery or not. Here is how winner is decided. So the condition is a number X is decided in the range 1 and 10 raised to 6, and then whoever has the closest ticket to X wins the lottery. If there is a tie, all of them are winner. Okay. So the question is saying that we are given an array and array of numbers in which there are tickets on which there is a number on each ticket. So and chef will bought the first ticket. So you can say that chef is buying the first ticket, which is number 5, and uh, we want to find how many number x exist such that chef won the lottery. So we have to find the numbers from uh, from this from range in range 1 to 1 10 raised to 6. So we have to find how many numbers are there in range 1 to 10 raised to 6, so that the chef, if the number is occurred, so that chef will win the lottery. So if there are such numbers like 2, 5, 7, 9, if 5 is there, and we have to find how many numbers are there such that 5, if the 5 is our number, and we will win the match, we will win the lottery. So if we consider a number line of x axis, and let's take this is as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So we are here on we are having number 5 here, and we want to find how many numbers are there if they occurred, so that we will win the lottery. So if the number is 5, then we will win the lottery. But also there are other numbers which are uh, means we can say that others are also buying the lottery tickets, and they are having number 2, 7, and 9. So we can only choose the numbers which are equidistance between the 2 and 5, or 5 and 7, or 5 is having less distance uh, from as compared to 2 and 7. So we can take the numbers which are 4 and 6, and which is and the lottery number which is 5. So we can say that if we are taken the test case 5 and 2, 5 and 12, so chef chef is taking only first ticket, and other are taking other tickets. So if we sorted this, uh, if we taken this is on number line, then we can say that if we taken this is on the number line, then we can first take a number which is 5 and others are having number 1 and 12. So we can take the numbers up to uh, from 5 to 3 and from 5 to 9. No, only 8. So because 8 is 3 distance from 5 and 4 distance from 12. So we can take the numbers in the range 3 to 8 only. So if we want to find the how many numbers are there, so that if the number is occurred, so chef will win the lottery. So we can say that there are three conditions. If chef is chosen, okay, let's consider another test case. Five, 7, 12. If chef is chosen the first, which is 5, and other are 7 and 12. So in this case, you can say that. So uh, this is first test case. If 5 is the first number on the number line from 1 to 5. So if we can take the numbers from 1 to 5 and the uh, the equidistance number up to which the number up to which 5 is having same distance and 7 is having same distance. So we can also take 6. So we can take the numbers in the range 1 to 6. So this is the first condition. Case 1. So there is also two cases. Let's discuss the case 2. If uh, that we discussed, which is 5 and 12, or let's take it as other numbers. Let's take this is 3, this is 10. So Chef is taking the first lottery ticket, which is 5, and the other are taking number third and number 10. So first in first we will check the previous number which will taken by another person. So we can take the equidistance up to equidistance number from 5, so that uh, there is distance between 3 and 5 is equal. So we can take 4, and from 5 to 10 we can take numbers 6 and 7. So they are having so because 7 is having less distance from 5 and greater distance from 10. So we can take the numbers in the range 4 to 7. And the third case is let's take as this 10 and 7. In third test case, shape is having the number at the last, means there is no number taken by another person from after 10, and we are having numbers up to 10 power 6. So we can take uh, if the number between any number from 10 to 10 raised to 6 occurred, then shape will win the lottery. So if we and the another is taking the number 7, so shape can take the number shape can take the number up to only 9 between 7 and 10, because 9 is having less distance from 10 than 7. So we can take number from 9 to 10 raised to 6. So because anybody is not having number in this range. So these are the three cases we have to consider while calculating the answer. Anybody having any doubt? Really? Hmm? So like, okay. Yes. So more like choice other or the numbers close to that. Yes, yes. You are uh, you are right that we can take the uh, I'm not actually saying num divided by 2, you are saying.
May I explain my point?
Okay, okay. Yes.
uh, Suppose the number is not the maximum nor the minimum, like it is not in the maximum range or not in the minimum range, and it is lying in middle of it, right?
Huh.
So to get the corresponding numbers, so just a number ahead of it and just the number after it, so that number will like chef's number minus that number will like just ahead of it and just below of it, taking both the differences, like first difference of the first one, then floor divide by 2, so we will get how many are close to this number, similar to the other case where just after it numbers are there. And so for subtracting and then floor dividing, so we will get how many numbers are there which through which chef can win for the middle ones.
Yes, you are correct. I am explaining that one only. Your approach is correct. That is, let's see the code. So we will first first store the first number. Are you seeing my code? My code is visible.
Yes, Bhaiya.
Okay. So we will first store the first element and then sort the vector. So we will find that where is the position of that number which shape is taking. So we are finding the position of that number. So if the position of that number is 0, so the first uh, first test case which we are taking, so we can take all the numbers up to that number. So we are adding that number because we are taking all the numbers up to that number, and we are taking the difference between the next element and that element and dividing it by 2. So we will find the range up to which we will find the elements up to which we can take the numbers. So if we taken 7 minus 5, which is 2, divided by 1, so we can take only one number between 5 and 7. So and we are adding these that many numbers into the our answer. So the next condition is if the if that number is at the last. So we are taking all the numbers from that number to 10 raised to 6. So I have added uh, I declared a maxi which is 10 raised to 6, and I have added that to I have added all the numbers from that number to 10 raised to 6 into my answer, and the numbers from the number which is back side of that number, we can say in this case 7. I am minusing that element 10 minus 7, which is 3, and dividing it by 2. So we will get the number 1. So I am adding that number, that much numbers, which is 1 or 2, that numbers into my answer. And here I am adding 1 because uh, sorry, I am adding that all numbers into my answer. And the last condition, if the number is in middle at any position, it is not at the beginning, not at the end. So we have to calculate the all the numbers in between them. So I have can say that I am minusing the previous number, which is 5 minus 3, and dividing it by 2, and also adding uh, I am minusing that number from next number, and dividing this range by 2 and adding it to my answer. So I am calculating first this, so that I am minusing previous element and dividing it by 2. So we will get how many numbers are there up to which chef will win that lottery. And I'm minusing uh, the element, uh, the number which is chef taken, and the next number, and dividing it by 2. So we will get the how many numbers are there between this range. I am adding plus 1 because I am not taken the number which is taken by shape. So I am adding extra 1. So we will get the correct answer. So anybody having any doubt? Are you understood? You can give a thumbs up so I will proceed. Okay. So let's I am taking the fourth one, but I applied. Okay, you have applied other approach. So you can tell your approach so we can. Okay, just you can tell your approach. So okay, let's okay.
Actually, I was saying that you people can ask the doubts now in the meeting itself. Let's not do the entire questions. Just you guys tell what was your approach, and we will tell where you went wrong. Okay? Because I guess we need some active communication now. There are only three people: Riya, Shrenika, and Vishant. So it's better for us to actually discuss the approaches of each other so that it will be better.
Okay, Priya, you can ask means you can tell your
Yes, you
approach.
can unmute and ask.
Okay, so I will explain my approach. So what I did was, I got to the point that okay, if I'm having the first element, like first element is the chef's number, right?
Yes.
And then later I found the min and max of the number, like from the list, max and min. And then I iterated through that max min number, and I defined a function close that if a number is close to that number, it will add the number. I will paste my code, so I will. It will be better
Yes,
to.
you can paste your number code so we will understand.
Yeah, this is my code.
So in this, where is your logic?
Yeah, so my logic was that for I will go from maximum, like from the minimum to maximum of that particular range, and then I will go to that loop, like I will go to that function, and will make a pseudo list where I will be subtracting my chef's number with the entire number, right? I will subtracting that number, and if I am getting zero at particular number, and that is equal to minimum of L, that is my first number, like chef's number, and the minimum of that less number. So it will return true. That is, we got one number close to it, or else it will return false. And if it is true, so the counter will increase by one, and I will get how many numbers I can get. Now, this was for the middle range numbers, and suppose my number is minimum, right? So, adding to the middle range numbers plus minimum of plus how many numbers were there? That is minimum minus one, because it has already included that x within the first one. And for the next case where it is the maximum, suppose C is maximum, so it will consider X, that is this many positions, plus that 10 raised to 6 minus C, like the current position, because from there every number is close to the maximum, that is our chef's number. It was a complicated one, but it passed some it's passed some cases, but now I'm realizing that there is a better approach also.
So we are having numbers from say up to 10 raised to 6.
Yeah, and time complexity also went to 10 raised to 6. So, yeah.
Yes, because there is also a uh, constant for TR 10 raised to 4. Yes.
Hmm.
So you will get TLE if there are numbers in the range 2 into 10 raised to 5.
Yeah, and further, I didn't thought about the optimization thing. Like, I thought that can I optimize this further to any extent? But yes, I wasn't able to have that. क्योंकि इसमें optimization हो नहीं सकता.
Okay, you are iterating all because this will give TLE because if the maximum number is up to 10 raised to 6, then you will
Yeah,
got a TLE. We can't avoid that.
yeah, that part now I'm realizing that we can directly have the things by just checking whether this number is lying any between or any later of it.
Yes. So you can go with my approach that we are taking the if it is first, then we are only considering the next element
Yeah.
because there
Now
are
I'm
more than one elements present. It is starting from two.
yes, sir.
Okay, anybody having other doubt? Okay, I am taking the fourth question, and middle two questions are taken. Uh, the grid questions were taken by. Will take there is fourth question. Ria, uh, Ria wants to talk something.
Yeah, actually, I had a doubt in one of the question, that temperature question. Like it is not from Div 2, it is from Div 4 or 3, I feel.
Okay, I am explaining that question. It is, I think,
Temperature
fourth.
balance.
Yes, and the grid questions will taken by Aditya. After that, you can ask your doubt if any.
Actually, this is a discussion. So, also you can answer to Ria's question actually, because I guess she has tried the question. Have you tried it, Ria, during the contest?
Yeah, but like during the contest, I tried it, but it was not giving proper output, so I haven't submitted that.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
And Vishant,
I didn't solve it. Fourth
okay,
question, na?
then Kaustubh explain. Okay,
yes.
then do the question.
First, I will explain. Then, anybody having doubt,
Hmm.
they can ask. So, the fourth question is temperature balance. There are n chambers of water in a line. Between I chamber and I plus one chamber, for each 1 to n, there is a wall blocking heat from moving between them. There between two chambers. Means we are having a wall between two chambers such that it will not pass. And the water is in the I chamber has a temperature level of I. And additionally, it is known in advance that sum of all A of I is 0. Each second, we will lift exactly one wall, letting heat move between two chambers. Then, a temperature level of the hotter side decrease by 1. So, while that of the colder side increases by 1, means if we open the chamber, then the temperature which is having high temperature will decrease by 1, and the temperature which is colder one will increase by 1. And each second you choose an integer from 1 to n and lift the wall between I chamber and I plus 1 chamber, then following happen. Okay, if A of I is greater than A of I plus 1, the two chambers value changes to A of I changes to A of I minus 1, and A of I plus 1 changes to A of I plus 1, it will increase by 1. So as we discussed that hotter side will decrease by 1 and the colder side will increase by 1. So After this second, the chamber will close. Please find the minimum number of seconds needed to make all the temperature levels exactly 0. So we have to find we have to neutralize the all chambers so that the temperature of each chamber will become 0. It is shown that uh, it is always possible to make all temperature levels exactly 0 in a finite number of seconds. Okay. So let's take first test case. So if we taken the first test case 1 0 0 minus 1, in that uh, in first second we can say that for the first two, the second chamber is having temperature 0 degree Celsius and first chamber is having 1 degree Celsius. So the it will change to 0 and 1 because uh, the first chamber will decrease its temperature to 0 by 1 and the next chamber will increase its temperature by 1, which will become 0, and other two will remain same. So that are 0 minus 1. So in next step, if we consider the next two, then it will become 0 and it will become 1. So in the second, if after 2 seconds, the third chamber is having 1 degree Celsius temperature and the fourth one is having minus 1. And in the after 3 seconds, we can say that it will become 0 and it will become 0. So after 3 seconds, all the chambers are become 0 degree Celsius, and we are also having the output as 3. So let's take another test case. Okay, 2 2 0 1 0 minus 1 2. So in this, we can say that we will first neutralize the smaller one, which is 1. We will neutralize this 3 on first. So we can say that at first second will become in 1 second will become like 2001 minus 1 0 2. So we shifted the temperature of this to the next one, which is 0. We are shifting the positive 1 to minus 1. So we will neutralize it. So after 2 seconds, we can say that they will neutralize each other. So both will become 0. So also after that, we have to neutral. Okay, in this is minus 2. Sorry for that. So because in question they have told that the sum of all the numbers in our array is 0. So we have to take accordingly. So if we want to balance this 2 and this minus 2, so we have to shift that 2 to this minus 2. So we will neutralize it. So it will take up to, if we can shift at 1 second only 1 degree Celsius. So say that to form it as 1 0 0 0 minus 2, or we can say that it will neutralize directly. If we want to neutralize it by 1, so it will take up to 1 2 3 4 5 6. It will take 6 seconds to transfer this 1 degree Celsius from here to from here to here. So and also if we want to shift, shift this temperature to this minus 1, it will also take plus 6 seconds to shift this temperature to the last, which is minus 1. So total seconds to that are 2 2 seconds up to this, and after that plus 6 to reach to neutralize all of that. So it will take up to 14 is there is no test case like that. So it will take 14 seconds to neutralize all the chambers. So we as we want all the chambers temperature equal to 0. So it will take 14 seconds to shift all the to neutralize all the chambers. So we can say that, let's take this bigger one. If we want to neutralize all the chambers, then we have to shift the positive ones to negative one. Means the positive numbers will neutralize the negative numbers and all will become 0. So if we shift this 3 degrees Celsius to this minus 4, it will become minus 1. So we can say that so for this we can shift only 1 degree Celsius at 1 second. So it will take uh, 3 degrees Celsius to move 3 seconds to move this 3 from here, and this 3 from here to minus 4. It will take 6 seconds. It will take 6 seconds to shift this 3 to this -4. So it will become -1. Also after that, we can shift this 6 to this -1. So it will become 5 and it will become we are shifting only 1 degree Celsius, so it will become 0. So to travel this range, it will take 5 seconds plus 5 seconds. Also to shift this one, okay, okay, this is -10. So all positives are before 10 we are shifting to 10, so -10, sorry. So for shifting this 1 degree Celsius to this -10, it will take 1, 2, 3 and 4 seconds. So if I added 4 seconds and we can neutralize this 0 and this will reduce to -9. Sorry, increase. So after that, we can shift this 5 degree Celsius to this -9 degree Celsius. So it will increased by 5. So it will take up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 into 5 because we are shifting all 5 degrees Celsius. So it will take 5 into 11, which is equal to 55. It will take 55 seconds to shift this 5 to this -9. So it will become -4 and it will become 0. Okay. And after that, we will shift this -4 to this 4 or this 4 to this -4. So it will neutralize each other. So to shifting this 4 to this -4, it will take 1 and 2, 2 into 4, which is 8 seconds. So the total is 6 plus 5, 11 plus 4, 15, 15 plus 55, 70, 70 plus 8, which is equal to 78. Okay, I think this is correct. Okay. The answer is 78. So we have to shift all the positive numbers to negative numbers, so they will neutralize these numbers. Are you understand with the approach? Anybody having doubt? Riya, Vishant.
भैया,
Okay.
like the approach is clear,
Uh,
लेकिन एक पॉइंट में डाउट है. वी कैन हैव वन मोर थिंग हियर. लाइक
uh,
और एक जैसे आपने 14 निकाला पहले वाले हिस्से, लाइक टेकन द मिडल वंस which can be easily cancelled and then going to one side and then to the other side, right?
yes.
What I thought, like what I did was कि मैंने स्टार्टिंग वाला नंबर लिया एंड जो भी नंबर है उसका मैंने एंटी नेगेटिव, मतलब उसका मैंने एडिटिव इनवर्स लिया. That is -2. Like if the number was 2010 -10 -2, right?
Yes.
So I took the anti-negative and added that as my number of seconds. So पहले वाले का -2 था and so I added +2 in the number, like जो second आ रहा है series में, so वो 0 था.
Okay, you have taken which test case?
2010
0, 1, 0,
minus 1 0
minus 1, 0.
minus 2.
That we are
The
discussing.
same as we discussed now.
Huh,
Uh,
okay.
so what I did was at first I added plus 2 to the sorry minus 2 to the first one and plus to the other one.
Okay, you have added -2 to this one.
This, yeah, and plus like I took the anti-negative. Sorry, uh, additive inverse of the
Means
first element,
means
and I
you.
went.
Uh, okay. You can tell your approach. Okay.
Yeah, I traversed the entire array and took each every element and updated the corresponding element. So at first I took the anti-element, sorry, additive inverse of 2, that is minus 2, and
Yes.
added that to and subtracted that for the second element. That is my new updated list was 0 plus 2 1 0 minus 1 0 minus 2.
Uh, can you tell?
And
You
yeah,
tell one more time.
0
0,
2
2,
2 1
2.
0 minus 1 0 minus 2.
0, 2, 2, 1, 0, 1.
uh, 0 2 1 0,
1,
that is
0, 2.
yeah 0 2 1 0
Yes.
minus 1
-1,
0 minus 2.
0, -2. So
Yeah,
you
and then
updated only one
yeah, the
number.
first two indices. Yeah, first two indices. So and I then increased my second counter to absolute of that additive inverse. That is now s equal to 2.
So
Second
your
is like
answer is become 2 as you
yeah,
are saying.
yeah, result as 2. And in the next cycle, I am having 2 as my number in the second position, right?
Yes.
And then the additive inverse of this is minus 2. So again I subtracted minus 2 from that index and added plus 2 to the other index, that is to 1. I added plus 2.
So it will become 0,
Yeah, 0 and the other number as 3.
3.
Yeah, and since I added plus 2, so I will be increasing my answer counter by 2.
So it will become
4.
4. Okay.
Yeah. And now my third output is 3, right? So again, I will be doing the same thing. So subtracting minus 3, adding plus 3 to the other number,
So okay. What?
and increasing my counter to 3.
So it
So
will
plus
become
3,
0 and it will become 3 as you are saying.
minus 3.
Okay, minus 3.
Sorry, plus 3, plus 3.
It will become 3 and I am adding 3 here.
3 to my answer. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, again, minus 3 and plus 3. So my this number will become 0 and 2. Be like,
It
yeah.
will become 2.
And since I added 3 to this, so plus 3.
Okay.
And then again taking 2 and 0,
Okay. It will take 2.
so that will, yeah, it will take 2 here, and in the number in my array number it will become 0 and 2. Then like 2 will become 0 and that 0 will become 2.
2.
Yeah, and
And
then now again doing the same thing, so adding plus 2 again.
okay. It will take plus 2.
Yeah, so this will be minus, like that 2 will become 2 minus 2, that is 0, and minus 2 plus 2. So this is again giving me 14 only. Like this approach I applied for my thing.
And your answer is correct or wrong.
Correct for several cases, wrong for other cases.
So your approach is correct, but I think you are doing something wrong in your code because I have also solved this. I am explaining the code like that. Means so I have taken first, we can say I have taken a number and taken the first number as 0, and also my answer is 0, and I am adding the array elements and taking the absolute of your uh, s- your number which is updated. Means if I am added the number at the at index, means let's take that one only. I am saying that I am taking my sum as I am added this number into my temporary variable. So it will become 2. So I am taking it as 2. After that, it will add 0. So temp is also at that this condition, temp is also 2. It is not updated. So I am adding this temp to my sum. After that, it will become temp will become 3. So I have added this 3. After that, temp will not change. It will remain 3. So at -1, it will decrease by 1. So it will become 2. And I am adding 2 in my answer. After that, it will temp will remain same. So also I am adding 2. And at the last point, it will become 0. So you can say that the sum of all these are 14.
Yeah, got the point. Instead of going through the entire list element as the entire thing, what like instead of updating the list element, you consider two variables, temp as 0 and then sum. Sum which will be calculating the total number of seconds. So
Yes.
yes, it's a good approach. Like it's a clear
Yes.
approach.
In that we are shifting we are taking all the differences. Means we are shifting all positive temperatures to negative. So, and in that we have to take the absolute of the value, because the the temperature at some instances will decrease below 0 if some negative numbers are before positive numbers and they are greater. So it will decrease up to minus. So like uh, in that test case, if we taken that, so at -10, if we taken as our previous approach, uh, so in this first temp will become 6. After that, sum is 6. For next two elements, temp will not change, it will remain 6. Plus here temp will increase to 9. So we have added the 9. plus here temp will remain same. So and at -4, 9 will decrease to 5. So it will become 5. And for the next 0, it will remain same. After that, it will become 6 at 1 degree Celsius. 6. And I am adding 6 more, 3 more times. So because there is 0. And at -10, the temp will become -4. But we have to take the difference, means deviation from 0. So we are taking this as absolute of 10. So it will not give us a negative number. It will give us the deviation, which is 4. Plus,
It's actually a simple approach.
yes, it is simple because we just have to shift all the positive numbers to negative. So we can take directly the prefix sum up to that and take absolute. So it will become uh, okay. At -10, it will become absolute of -4, which is 4. Also, after that, it will remain 4. And at 4, the -4 will become 0. So if we taken the addition of all these, it will give us 78. So, and in that, we have to take this long because the numbers are in the range -10 raised to 6 to 10 raised to 6, and there n is up to 5 into 10 raised to 5. So it will exceed int range, but in Python you can simply take int. So if we taken the we have added all the absolutes, it will give us the correct answer. Uh, are you understand that? Any doubt in this? Okay. Yeah.
We like now I applied this approach after understanding the question.
Yes.
So it is really easy. Or else earlier I had this sort of code. It was a long code.
Yes, because you can see. I have also seen one video on YouTube. They also taken, means, as I said, we are shifting the positive numbers to negative numbers. So they have taken a stack so they can maintain the index of previous or the next positive number. So they can find the how many seconds they have to take to shift that positive number to negative number. So, but this approach is easy because as we can simply take the prefix sum and taking absolute of them.
Yeah, true.
Okay. So, anybody having doubt, Vishan,
No, Dada.
uh, any doubt, or you understand the question? You can give a thumbs up so we will continue. Okay. So the grid question will take Aditya Khandare. Aditya.
Screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay. So anyone solved this question or tried? Grid construction, odd or even?
No, Dada.
And Ria?
I didn't get the question well.
Invalid.
मतलब क्वेश्चन समझा ही नहीं था अच्छे से.
Okay. So let me explain. So you are given an odd integer, and your task is to construct a grid containing n rows and n columns. And we have given some conditions. Uh, for every ij, a of ij should be from 1 to n, and for every x, x appears exactly n times. And third condition is, let S1 be the sum of element in the diagonal from top left to bottom right, and S2 be the sum of element in the diagonal from top right to bottom left. And sum of all element in every two adjacent row has to be equal to S1 plus S2, and sum of all element in every two adjacent column has to be equal to S1 plus S2. Let's take an example for this test case. Okay. Yes, so top left to bottom right diagonal, 1 plus 2 plus 3, which is equal to 6, that is S1. We have given condition that S1 is the sum of element in the diagonal from top left to bottom right. Okay, and then another diagonal 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is also equal to 6, which is S2, which is also given in the question, is to be the sum of element in the diagonal from top right to bottom left. Okay, and then we can see every row and every column have sum equal to 6. So it is obvious that every two adjacent row and every two adjacent column have sum equal to 12, right? And which is also S1 plus S2. So this matches with the all conditions, and first two conditions are uh, every element should be between one from 1 to n, that is 1 to 3, and every element exactly appears n times in a, which is also satisfies here, and third condition also satisfies. uh, So here, one of the approach is to make we are using only 1 to n numbers. So sum of 1 to n numbers is sum from 1 to n and into n into n plus 1 by 2, right? And uh, here main part is that we have to make sum of all element in every two adjacent rows equal to S1 plus S2, and sum of all element in every two adjacent column has to be equal to S1 plus S2. And one approach is to make every sum equal to, like every row has similar sum and every column has similar sum, and also same for diagonal. If they all have similar sum, then we can say that s1 plus s2 is also equal to for every adjacent rows and adjacent columns, right? And so our approach can be to make every row sum equal to every column sum equal to diagonal sum. Okay. um, and we know sum from 1 to n is n into n plus 1 by 2. So what is the total grid sum? We have given second condition as every element appears exactly n times. That is that all elements from 1 to n appears exactly n times. So total grid sum equal to n into this sum, right? And our approach is to make every row sum equal to every column sum equal to diagonal sum. So to make every row sum equal, we have exactly n rows. So and our total grid sum is n into n plus 1 by 2. So we can divide it by n, right? If we divide it by n, this n will cancel and we remain with this sum. So we have to make every row sum equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. And one of the way is to make this sum is like place all 1 to n numbers. Like if n equal to 3, then place 1 to 3 in the row. Okay. And till this everyone clears to everyone. Hello. Hello.
Approach is clear.
Okay. Uh, So we have to make every row sum equal to n, and we can place 1 to n numbers in the row, like every row. But we also have to make every column sum and diagonal sum equal to the sum of 1 to n numbers. Uh, for this grid, if I place, let's say if I place it in horizontal, sorted order, and for all element I placed in sorted order. Here, here we can see every row sum have equal sum, uh, which also equal to diagonal sum, both diagonal. But here we can see every column sum is every two adjacent column have not similar sum. So we can try to rotate every row. Like we can place this to here, and then now not this. So what I did is just printed 1 to n numbers and just shifted it to right, like 1 2 then 3, then again 1 2 3. Okay. Here we can see every row have similar sum, that is 1 to n, and every column also have 1 to n sum. But diagonals, here we can see these diagonals have 1 to n sum, but this is not. We want sum equal to 6, right, for every row and column and diagonal. But here sum is equal to 3. So like we can write this row first and then this and this. We can try some combination of this, like here I did. So this was previous example. What I did is uh, first I wrote this row, then 2 3 1, and then 1 2 3. And here I did 2 3 1 first, then 1 2 3, and 3 1 2. Okay. And now here we can see every row and column have sum equal to 6, but we can see here right diagonal have sum equal to 6 for every combination, but not for left diagonal. Here 1 1 1 3 3 3 and 2 2 2. So which is equal to 6? Here we can see 2 plus 2 equal to 6. So we can choose this as the correct option. So from this we can see some observations, like we can use this method as print 1 to n numbers and shift it to right to get every row sum and column sum equal to sum of 1 to n numbers. But for diagonal sum, we can see only right diagonals have similar sum, but not left diagonal. And we want and we can see that left diagonal has similar elements, that is also from 1 to n. Now uh, now our approach is uh, reduced to find the number which we can place to left diagonal. So we have to find the number which into n equal to sum of 1 to n numbers. Here we have formula, sum of 1 to n numbers is n into n plus 1 by 2, right? Now here n is odd. Okay, then n plus 1 is even, right? So we have to take one element n times. Here I can write this formula as n into n plus 1 by 2. So what I did here is this n plus 1 by 2 element appears n times, then which also equal to sum from 1 to n, right? For this example, n equal to 3, 3 plus 1 by 2, which is 2. So we are taking 2 n times. And yes, that's the approach. Uh, but now problem is how to code it. We can't directly write different logic for different rows. Uh, Here we are doing is printing 1 to n numbers and shifting to right, and just choosing some element as n times in left diagonal. So let me show my code. Approach is clear to everyone.
Yes, the approach is clear.
Okay, so basically we are taking 1 to n numbers and shifting it to right, and uh, n plus 1 by 2 element we are taking n times. Now let me show my code. So that mid is n plus 1 by 2, and this is how I am printing the every grade element. So if that is we are taking that element from 1 to n, right? And so if that become 0 or greater than n, we can change it. So here I am reducing it, so it may uh, becomes less than 0 or equal to. So after that element it becomes n, and and here k is mid minus 1. uh, so here that element I want to print is k. Let me try run on this test case. So if n equal to 3, here mid is 2, and I'm taking k as mid minus 1, and also doing plus, so that doesn't matter k equal to mid. So here k equal to 2, which is also mid.
दादा मतलब आपने जो मिड आया है, हेलो,
हाँ हाँ.
हाँ जो मिड आया है वो डायगोनली प्लेस किया है.
Yes, yes. And just we are printing from 1 to n numbers and shifting it to right. That's why I'm taking mid minus minus, like for every element. For this example, this is reducing to 1, then become, after 1 becomes 3, 3 to 1, and 1 3 to like it is reducing, and this way it is increasing. So I am increasing k here and reducing mid, and I'm printing the value of k. Do you understand it?
Yes.
Okay. uh, so can we take next question, or any doubts?
No doubts.
Okay, next question is similar, but in this question only we have given n as even integer, and previous question it was odd. uh, so here we can't use similar approach, because like we can see, uh, we are taking this left diagonal element as n plus 1 by 2, right? Here we are given n is even, and if we take n plus 1, then it will become odd, and odd by 2 is not an integer, right? It will give you 1.5, 2.5 values like that, and we can't use it. So that's the reason this approach can't work here. And uh, here what I did was like, if given an integer n equal to 4, then just print 1 to n numbers n by 2 times, and then print n to 1 integers remaining n by 2 times. If n equal to 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. And the remaining n by 2 times I am printing n to 1. And
भैया इसमें डायगोनल
yes,
सम का नहीं है क्या?
no, no, both are similar question, grid
हम्म,
construction, but in previous question the given value of n is odd, and this question it is even.
हम्म,
And we can't use similar approach here because n plus 1 is like we are taking this
और
element as n plus 1 by 2 na, and n plus 1
हम्म,
is here become odd, and odd by 2 is not an integer.
या
And like I don't have proof like why this works, but like
हम्म,
what I thought was, we know we have to take some similar to 1 to n numbers, right?
हम्म,
Then we can just like we don't need to use this 1 to n numbers, because we can like take this as 5 and increase any number. This sum also similar to 1 to n numbers, and we
हम्म,
can reduce here also 4, and this also increase it, this sum also 1 to n numbers. So
हम्म,
at some point it becomes 1 1 1 6 6 6, which have also similar sum. So and also 2 2 2 and 5 5 5, then 3 3 3 4. And just I am printing this as column 1 1 1 6 6 6, then 2 2 5 3 3 3 4 4 4, and same like in reverse order. So just here approach is to print 1 to n numbers n by 2 times, n by 2 times print 1 to n numbers here, one base indexing, so I am printing j plus 1, and remaining n by 2 times n to n to 1 numbers, that is n minus j, we can say. Do I understand it?
यस.
Any doubts?
No doubts. I will try.
Okay, okay. uh, Kaustubh,
So thank you for joining the PCD of CodeChef WC chapter. If anybody having any doubt in any question, they can put their doubts on the community group. So thank you very much for joining the PCD.